Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It is 9 o'clock on a Monday, which means it's time for a 5x5. Now, this is where I take 5 subjects related to magic. I spend 5 minutes talking about each subject, then I move on to the next subject. It's always quick, it's always snappy. You never know what you're going to get. And today, I'm back with another Performer Spotlight special. Now, I haven't done these for a few weeks. The whole idea is that I get a magician to perform 5 tricks that they like, and I talk about why they're such a good choice. And I've done this with Nemed. And so anybody who doesn't know Nemed Phoenix, one of my best friends in the whole world and somebody who I consider to be an incredible close-up magician, an incredible stage magician, just an incredible performer all over, probably one of the best kept secrets in magic. And about a year ago, I did one of these videos on him when it came to card magic. I asked him to perform 5 of his favourite card tricks. Well, he's come to the office. We're going to a gig together, and I filmed this when he got to the office, and it's 5 non-card tricks or five other tricks that he really enjoys performing. 5 of his favourite tricks, and I find these videos fascinating, and the reason is, personally, I love to see what other magicians and other performers do in the real world. I've seen Nemed perform all of these tricks in the real world, so I know that they're real world workers for him. And it might give you a few ideas of stuff that you want to put into your act. So without further ado, let's have a look at this week's 5x5. It's going to be focused on Nemed Phoenix, and it's going to be 5 of Nemed's favourite tricks of all time. So the first trick we're going to be looking at is Pointless by Greg Wilson. Now, Greg Wilson obviously has a reputation of being one of the best performers in the world today. He's a huge name on the lecture circuit. He's been there, bought the t-shirt. Some of the tricks that he's brought out over the years are some of the best-selling tricks of all time. I personally think that Pointless has flown under the radar a little bit. I don't think it's as performed as some of his other stuff, and it's a shame, because in this world that we live in today, where EDC is kind of the buzzword and everybody wants to know what your everyday carry is, this is kind of the perfect everyday carry, because all it is a pen. Now, if you don't know what Pointless is it's basically, if you wanted to sum Greg Wilson up with one trick, this would be the trick. It's kind of a challenging routine where Greg really kind of leans onto his con man persona, and magic is happening, but it comes across as magic, but at the same time you're cheating them and they have no idea how. It's such a really well routine trick, just from their point of view, involving a pen. The nice thing is the final phase happens in the hands of the spectators, and they're left with the pen that is immediately examinable, and it is instantly reset. The angle issues are non-existent for this trick. It is perfect for a walk around situation, especially when you consider when you're doing walk around, you want to do something that's a little bit different. This isn't a card trick, it's not a coin trick, it's not anything that people have seen before, and the magic happens immediately. It's why it makes it such a great opener, because it really establishes credibility. Now, I've seen them perform this in the real world all of the time in a walk around situation, and it never fails to get great reactions. So if you haven't seen it before, I mean, Pointless is still available from Greg's website and from most of your major magic dealers. It's really cool. It's one of those tricks that you can do the whole routine. You can take phases out, you can put phases in, and it packs small and plays big. It's not even that difficult to learn. So if you haven't seen it, here's Nemed's first pick of this week's video. It's Pointless by Greg Wilson.
Hi, my name's Nemed Phoenix. This is the second time I've been kidnapped and held against my will to do one of these 5x5s. At least last time I had a birthday lunch. I bet this time they just locked me in the office. So last one was called 5 best card tricks that I know. Can we be more accurate this time? This is 5 tricks that I had in my pocket just before you locked the door. Matt, do you want to see 5 tricks so I can go home? Say yes, Matt.
Yes, Matt.
Good, excellent. Let's plough through this first one then.
Okay.
Matt.
I'm so excited.
I'm going to do a trick with a pen, Matt.
Really?
I am. The point of this trick is the point of the pen. As long as you keep your eyes on the point, the whole thing has a point. If you take your eyes off the point, what I'm saying is the whole thing becomes completely pointless. I mean, not completely pointless, but it changes its point of view. Let's start this again from the beginning point, where it was back over here. Matt, Matt, point to the point for me. You sure? Where's the point? you should have stuck pointedly to your first point where you pointed the first time when you were pointing. So let's start again. We'll put it back in. Now this is a weird thing. I don't do this trick very often because this third time, even you, Matt, even your reactions are okay, maybe not your reactions, but everybody else's reactions are a little bit weaker on that one. And there's a reason for that. This trick is a bit too simple. There's only really 3 ways this can work, and by the time I've done it third time, you're thinking about this too much. There's 3 ways this can work. Magic. Grow up. Sleight of hand, with the pen turning around really fast without you seeing it, or a trick pen. So to get you to believe in the magic, Matt, I need to discount the sleight of hand and remove the trick pen. So let's do that. We'll start by this. I'll take the lid, place it over the tip, and you hold the end. If you're holding the end, Matt, I can't turn that pen around. It's impossible. It can't be done. So if that tip comes from there down to here, which of course it does, otherwise this whole thing would be pointless, then that's sleight of hand out. There's a trick pen left. Now, Matt, everyone knows what you want to do right now. Just do it. Matt, if there's anything to find, I wouldn't let you look.
Okay, so the second trick that Nemed's going to be performing for us is an ESP matchup routine. Now, like I said to you before, Nemed is one of my best friends, and he has an obsession. He has several obsessions, actually, but a lot of them I can't talk about on camera. But one I can talk about is he is obsessed with ESP matchup routines. Anytime that if you're a creator and you want to bring out an ESP matchup trick, you're guaranteed to get at least one person buying it, because Nemed buys every single ESP matchup I've ever seen. And he uses them all and collects them all, and he collects methods for ESP matchups as well. Although his favorite method is kind of the jazz matchup style sequence that you see a lot of people using these days, that's been popularized by people like Michael Murray and Peter Turner. You're about to see an ESP matchup routine using Cube 52. Now, Nem has actually told me that Cube 52 is probably the best trick I've ever brought out. And coming from a worker like him, that means an awful lot. And he does a lot of cube magic. You're going to see some cube magic that he's going to do in a bit. He does a lot of cube magic, which is probably one of the reasons why Cube 52 works so well for him. But he told me that doing the ESP matchup routine with Cube 52 is probably his favorite way of doing it, because he's not just taken out 10 cards that haven't really got any context, or using ESP symbols that nobody knows. The colors on the cards make it really vibrant. The marking system on the back of the cards you can see from a mile off. It makes any routine where you're needing to know what cards what very, very easy, because the Cube 52 markings are so easy to see. Now, the nice thing about this ESP matchup is it really serves as a great lead-in to any mentalism routine, but it also serves as a great lead-in to a Rubik's Cube routine. So if you've never seen an ESP matchup routine, this is a pure ESP matchup in that he's doing it without an extra card or anything like that. You literally just have the 10 cards that you say that you've got, and he's using Cube 52 to do it. It's a great choice. Honestly, if you've never done an ESP matchup routine, the reaction on the audience and the feedback you get is always really strong. So let's have a look at that. This is the ESP matchup routine from Cube 52.
One step closer to getting out of the office, Matt. Let's do another one. Have you seen these before? You should do. Craig released them.
Right, I was demoing it.
Yeah. They are absolutely, totally and genuine, 100% authentic Rubik's Cube speed cards.
They are indeed.
You'd mix up these cards and... Yeah. Sod that. Let's just get on with this. Let's get one of each colour for you, and one of each colour for me. And I know you're into the mentalism, so let's just do my favourite kind of routine. I'd like you to take your cards, Matt, give them a bit of a mix. And we're going to use these to test your ESP. Ooh, exciting stuff.
Do like a bit of ESP now.
Good. I'm going to place the first card down, Matt. That way, if these cards were, I don't know, marked or anything like that, which absolutely, obviously they aren't, it would make no difference, because I do the first move, which is enough to fool most lay people. Okay, I'm going to start with this card here. What I want you to do is, over here, just put the card that you feel matches my card.
Get that one.
Okay, let's carry on this a bit. I'm going to go with another one. I'm sending you a card, Matt. I'm sending you a colour. It's this one.
That one.
Okay, let's just keep it neat, man. Come on. Let's do another. Straight off. Don't think. Go.
That one.
Perfect. One more.
That one.
Let's do one last one.
That one.
I'll finish it off. Gather your cards up, Matt. And what I'd like you to do is take the top card, turn it over, and place it here.
Turn it over.
Turn it over. Gasp. 1 out of 5 is all right though, but that could be luck.
It could be.
Says every magician that ever does this trick ever. Let's do the second one. Third. Crikey. Fourth.
Crikey.
Crivens. 5. And what's really exciting is because there's 6 colours in the ESP card, we can go one better. We can crank this up to 11, Matt. Than the average 5.
Boom.
All 6. Magic. I don't want to go home so bad.
Okay, so the next routine that I'm going to show you that Nemed performed for us is a offshoot of the previous one. So in other words, he'll do the ESP Matchup routine from Cube 52, and then he'll go into this. Now, what you're about to see here is Rubiks Dream 2.0 by Henry Harrius, and not the whole thing. So Rubiks Dream is still one of my favourite Henry Harrius tricks. It really is. He's brought an awful lot in over the years, hasn't he? And Ryland would tell you that Venom Cube is the best. I would tell you that Cube in Bottle is the best. And there's lots of different options. But Rubiks Dream, which is one of the first ones that came out, is still probably, if you're a walk-around performer, a restaurant performer, a close-up performer, it's probably still the most commercial release that he's ever had, because you get a whole bunch of gaffs in there. You get a cube shell, you get a couple of regular cubes, you get a mini cube shell, you get a mini cube, you get to learn various different sleights and moves with the cubes. And what you're going to see here is Nemed using the mini cube and the gimmicks for the mini cube in a routine that is absolutely perfect for a walk-around performer. It really is. Just the idea of doing a matchup, but not having to worry about, Venom Cube is amazing. If you're going to do a matchup and you're on stage, Venom Cube is the absolute best way to do it. But if you're not on stage, and you're trying to do it in a walk-around situation, I'd say that Rubiks Dream is a better option. Because you don't have to worry about the cubes being set up. You can literally have the mini cube in your pocket, take out the regular cube, you're good to go. It's just a really solid working routine. And you've got that wonderful moment at the end where the cube just solves, and you reset, ready to go again. It doesn't even take up that much pocket space. And I've seen Nemed perform this close up. I've seen it perform it walk around, but I've also seen him perform a variation of this as an opener to his stage show as well. So if you've not seen it, let's have a look at it. This is Nemed performing Henry Harrius's Rubiks Dream 2.0.
Kidnap trick number 3, Matt.
Yay!
Inside this bag, the third most evil man-made invention of all time. Goes mobile phones, wedding rings, then this shit. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh no.
Don't panic, I'm not going to use it for evil purposes. I'm going to use this to make a map of your brain.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, I literally put the pause in there for the jokes that you're going to make at this point. Everyone does it.
Right, okay.
I'm going to ask you 3 or 4 questions. Based on your answers,
Yeah.
I'm going to put this cube into a pattern.
Okay.
I need a quick answer to every question, but I don't need you to tell the truth every time. That's up to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bear in mind, I know you, so the first question I'm going to need a little bit more detail than normal. Matt, what would you describe yourself as what you do for a living?
I'm a gopher.
Yeah, I think that's about accurate. Chocolate or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Favourite film?
Oh God. Days of Thunder.
Lie better.
What?
She probably is for you, isn't it? It's like somebody's favourite film, that's got to be.
I like Days of Thunder. It's a good movie.
Last question. Bear in mind you can still lie to me, but have you lied to me?
Oh shit. Possibly. Because I wasn't sure about the chocolate or ice cream. I
I think we're
really
there.
either.
I think we're there. I'm going to put that one there. That's my little prediction. I've got one for you. This one's
Okay.
mine. The big
Okay.
one.
Yours is the big one,
Yeah,
mine's the little one.
Mine's somewhere in this pocket. Where is it? There we go. Here. I'd like you to take that, mix it up. Try not to think about it too much.
It's a little Rubik's Cube.
Whatever you do, don't solve it and upstage me.
Oh, I could never tried.
Happened once. Ryland, little shit.
Yeah, don't do Rubik's Cube tricks with Ryland. I genuinely couldn't if I tried.
Take your time, mate, and pay by the hour.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, done.
Okay, that looks good to me. And it's a good mix. And remind me, what was your favourite film again?
What, Days of Thunder?
It's Thunder. Sure. Matt, this isn't the trick I was going for, but I've just noticed something odd.
What?
Before I tell you there's something odd, I want you to know there are 43 quintillion combinations with one Rubik's Cube. That's enough to cover the world 273 times. Not, as Craig says every time, 47 quintillion million, because apparently quintillion isn't big enough. And then he said it covers the world twice, which is really thick. But despite that perfectly reasonable 43 quintillion, that's odd. One side matching perfectly like that. But then when side 2 matches, side 3, side 4, top and bottom, that's pretty good. But I don't do it. I don't do it very often, because even the legendary Matt gave me the reaction I normally get, which is sort of silence. He never gets a good reaction for the crowd from this one. And I think I figured out why.
No, because I'm trying to figure out how the hell I don't...
Yeah. Well, I figured out 3 possible reasons. You're a bit confused by the trick. You're too dazzled and amazed by my brilliance to applaud. I think, though, one of the reasons psychologically is that at the end of the trick, the cube's still mixed up. It feels like the trick's not finished. If I could deal with that, it'd probably be better, but I've never been able to figure out how to do that, Matt. Never. That last bit's not even magic. That's just 3 months on a boat with nothing to do with no internet.
Okay, so the next trick is King's Secret by Mark Bennett and Matthew Wright. And it really surprised me when I saw this list that Nemed put together that there's not really any coin tricks in there, because Nemed is an awesome coin magician. He's one of the few people that I see that actually use coins regularly in a gigging situation. And this is really the only coin trick that he's got here. Now, this is King's Secret, which is kind of the second version of the Queen's Nose. This came out last year and has proved to be a huge hit with people all over the world. Now, what's interesting here, and if you've got King's Secret, you'll see, is Nemed's not doing the routine that comes with King's Secret. He's doing his own routine. Now, we'll talk about what the routine is in a second, but first of all, this is what I advocate to people from day one. I always say, when you buy a trick, look at how they're doing it, put a pin in it, and try and figure out your own way of doing it, because then you're going to make it your own. You're not going to parrot somebody else's patter. You're not going to go through the same sequence as somebody else. And that's what Nemed's done here. He's seen a trick that he really loves, but it's completely changed around the way it's done. Now, the handling that he's actually using here is based on the handling that you learn if you buy Ultra Lucky Coin by Eric Tate, which got released through Penguin Magic. So he's using the handling from Ultra Lucky Coin, but with the King's Secrets props. And it's when you take 2 routines and you mesh them together like this that you get a real winner. And this is a real winner. Again, this is another routine I've seen them do in the real world, and it always gets a great reaction. I love the fact that they're finding the card themselves and they're going through the process with the coin of finding the card. And I especially like, and this is all Eric Tate obviously, but I especially like the misdirection that's built in for the top change. You know, like when the coin is, everyone's attention's on the coin, you can literally palm an elephant at that point. And it's a really clever idea using the Ultra Lucky Coin methodology with King's Secret. Yeah, so there you go. If you've never seen either of them, here's Nemed performing King's Secret right now.
Matt! We're nearly there, Matt.
Nearly.
Almost over.
How many have we got left?
2, I think.
2,
And
okay.
then that door will unlock and I can get out of here. Matt, would you shuffle those cards while I tell you some nonsense?
Sure.
Give them a shuffle, I'll tell you some absolute drivel about this little bag here. Did you know, Matt, that King Charles, his very own selfness, has a secret magic club? He's a member of the Magic Circle, but he doesn't really have time for all the Monday night bickering at the club these days. He's a little bit busy pretending to be busy.
Yeah.
But he has his own very super secret club called the Noble 52. And if you are a member, you get a nice little black pouch. I'm not saying I'm a member, but you get a nice little black pouch with the logo. And you get his big, shiny, impressive coin. Take a look. Cool, isn't it?
Is that true?
No, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
Well, he's fooled me once. Look at that. It's like a proper... It's weighted as well. It's like really heavy. That's not true.
No, sad to say that. It is said, Mark.
Mark? Who's Mark?
I just watch your
I've only known you for years.
I watched the Machiavelli on 2-speed. I can't really hear the words. It is said, mostly by me, that this round object, this coin here, is utterly incapable of failing to find a selected card.
Right.
So let's have you select a card and put it to the test. We'll put that over there for now. Say stop for me.
Stop.
And take your card, memorize it, which is like remembering. with an extra
Memorize
Z.
it.
Yeah.
Can I show them?
Go for it.
Got it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obviously going to show them again myself. I'm a professional, but you can show them if you must. I'll place the card back in the deck and give it all a shuffle.
A shuffle.
A shuffle.
You're just making up words today, now.
Yep. Deal with it. Okay.
I will.
I'm going to spread this deck out like sonus. I'm going to get you to take this coin by the edges, run it along the deck like so, and when you feel the urge, the impulse, the uncontrollable need, you're going to drop the coin onto sections of the cards. That's it.
Okay.
Go for it. Oh, I'm excited. The tension's killing me.
There.
There, you're sure there? Happy there?
Yeah, do you not need me to drop it at the top?
No. Anywhere you like. Anyone would think you have a suspicion where the card is. But you can't know for sure. The coin can. The coin cannot fail. Take the coin one last time, over here, and when you feel the uncontrollable pulsing of necessity, just drop it on a card.
Really?
Yes, go for it. You're sure?
No. Are you?
I'm fairly sure. I'm a good 95%. I'll be honest, the last tape didn't go so well, but I'm 95 there. That was your card. That's not your card, right?
No.
Or this one, or this one, or this one.
No.
It's a good start. It's a good start. Matt, would you believe me? This coin is incapable of not finding your card. Your card will be under this coin. Do you believe me?
I don't think I do, Nim.
Matt, I'll show you. And Mike, you want to get in close for this? You might notice this. Your card. Let me see if I can find out what it was first. Was it a red card? It was a heart. We're talking about the 5 of hearts, aren't we? And like I said, your card, right there, under the coin, Matt. Thank you very much.
Look at that! I genuinely didn't know where that was going.
Of course, it'd be rubbish if it was just that, so I might as well put the 5 of hearts there as well.
Okay, so finally we have Any Card by Richard Sanders. Now, I'll tell you right now, Any Card is Nemed's closer when he does table magic a lot of the time. Pretty much most banquet situations, he'll close with any card. And he does it in a very different way to how I've seen other people do it. He'll literally give the deck out at the very, very beginning. He'll do whatever his set is going to be. And at the end, he does this as a big finale. And I've seen him do this a few different ways. I've seen him over the years use the invisible deck. I've seen him use Big Reaction by Andy Nyman and Alan Kazam. But he always comes back to any card. Now, if you've never seen any card before, I think this is probably Richard Sanders' best release ever, which says a lot. It really does, because he's put so much amazing magic out over the years. But I really do think that any card is the best trick that I've seen him release. And I think the reason for that is it just feels so impossible. You know, you say from the beginning, I've turned the 4 aces over in this deck. There's something written on the back. You have them name any card. There is no force at all. They can name any card that they want to. When they name the card, you take the aces out, and written on the back is the name of the card that they've named. It's that direct and it's that powerful. No, the deck can't be examined. And, you know, the Cube 52 ESP Matchup routine can be examined. Rubiks Dream can be examined. King's Secret can be examined. Pointers can be examined. I think when you consider that Nemed's a working pro, examinability is a really important point for him. Any card can't be examined, but I don't think that's an issue, because you're left with the 4 cards. Well, I know it's not, because I've performed it many times myself. You're left with the 4 cards on the table with the writing on the back. That's what they want to look at, not the deck. And the nice thing is you put those cards back into the deck face up and you're reset, ready to go again. It's very, very direct, and I don't think Nemed could give it higher kind of endorsements than the fact that he does this in every single table in banquets. This is his closer. And that's all you need to know. If you haven't got any card, it's one of the best tricks that Richard Sanders has ever released. Let's have a look at a performance of Nemed performing any card.
We've come to the screaming bitter end. My car calls.
Jesus Christ, that got dark quick.
Soon,
Doors nearly open, Nem.
soon I will be free.
You will be. And it's really hot in here.
It is. It's insanely hot in here. Matt, throughout all 5 tricks, 4 tricks so far, I have been performing another trick upon thee.
You have?
I have. Each single trick that I do, in order, had certain key phrases implanted in order to get to this final trick. I believe at this point, if I asked you to name a card in a certain way, I will get you to name the card I want you to name. That will be a great finale. Craig might even let me out of the building without any more jobs.
That would be great.
I have 1 card turned around in this pack, Matt.
Okay.
Is it a red card or is it a black card?
Black.
Good start. Matt, is your black card a club or a spade?
A spade.
Shit. We'll keep going.
Club?
No, it's too late. You said spade. We'll keep going.
Okay.
If you give me the right number, I can spin that like Darren Brown, make it sound like it's close.
Okay.
What number is it?
8. 7.
8 of spades it is. 8 of spades. I'll be honest, Matt, it's not gone quite right.
Is it not?
I mean, the card I was trying to get you to say was the Jack of Clubs. So, like, we're close, yeah?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Darren could definitely sell this.
Yeah, 100%.
What makes it worse is I was so sure it was going to work this time that I turned around all the other jacks for this big finale. And it makes absolutely no sense now because you chose the 8 of spades. Not even a jack. You couldn't do that for me. You could do...
I apologise.
To be honest, this is not the best way to end the set. It's a bit embarrassing. Unless I do this. If that one says spades, Matt, I walk away to what I like to describe as hen party level cheering. Or at least I get my car keys back. It does! Woo! Let me out of here! I've got stuff to do!
Nem's a celebrity, let him out.
So there you go, guys. That is another 5x5 in the bag. Once again, thank you so much for joining me right here on Magic TV. Now, don't forget, you want to see more videos like this, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Nemed will read these, so if you like his performance, let him know in the comments down below. You want to see more videos like this, nominate a magician that I can get in touch with, and I will do so. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget, if you want to join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform, you can do so by going to www.thenetrix.com. We've just uploaded today 5 new routines that are absolutely banging. So go check that out and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. My name's Craig from Magic TV.